Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to Christine of Germany and all those watching out there. Okay. Christine asked me this question: how come I play so fast? Maybe my answer to that question is that don't practice, but learn. Enjoy learning and keep on playing what you learn. In addition to that, I like to share this technique which I learned from Mr. Harold Danko. It's called a Stair broken chord, taken from his article Terrace Arpeggio, which I read many years ago. And I hope you like this instruction. Before I give an example of a broken stair chord, I will first give you an example of a chord, a broken chord, a slope chord, a slope broken chord, a stair chord. Then after that, I will give you an example of a broken stair chord or a stair broken chord. This is an example of a chord. Okay. The chord I used in this example is a C chord. Now, a broken chord is a chord that is broken, like a glass that is broken and turned into different pieces. If you broke a chord, it would sound like this. That is a broken chord. From a whole chord, it becomes a broken chord. Okay. This is an example of a slope chord. A slope chord is a series of chord or whole chord being repeated at different octaves. Now here is an example of a slope broken chord, that is whole chord being broken into different octaves. In executing a continuous slope broken chord, you have to do some thumb turning. You have to move your thumb like this in moving to another octave, and again move your hand like this in moving up to another octave. Then, and in moving down, you have to move any of your four fingers like this, or like this, or like this. Here is an example. Now that you've learned what a slope chord is, a slope broken chord is, I will now teach you a stair chord. Stair chord is like a slope chord, except that you would stay twice on one octave using your left hand and your right hand. Here's an example. Here's my left hand and here's my right hand. Now my left hand would go to the position of the right hand, and my right hand would go up, and my left hand would go to the position of the right hand, and my right hand will go up again. And as it goes down, my left hand would press this octave, and my right hand would press again this octave. My left hand would press this, and my right hand would press this, and my left hand would press this. Now on to my real topic, the stair broken chord, or the terrace arpeggio. Here it is. A stair broken chord is the same as the stair chord, except that the chord being transferred in every octave is break up. The sustain pedal plays a vital role in executing the stair broken chord. In pressing the sustain pedal, you allow the initial notes to sound while the succeeding notes are going on. Here's an example of a stirred broken chord done at a much faster rate with a sustain pedal. Okay. By the way, I just used the C major chord as an example, but you can also play that with other chords as well. You can play it with a C minor. You can also play it with a diminished chord. Now here's another example of a terrace arpeggio, which I will not get into detail. I haven't applied it to any of my rendition, but just for its own sake, I like the sound of it. So this is my sharing for you today. Now you would really understand that I really don't play that fast.